Welcome back, fellas, to another video for MetaZoo, specifically the MetaZoo Rudy Crayon Kit. All right, Rudy Crayon Eater Kit. I just wanted to do a quick video, just kind of going over this infamous product at this point and controversial product at this point. People seem to have a really big problem with it for some odd reason. Like, let people enjoy what they like, you know. So since then, since the release of this kit and people making fun of it and thinking it was a ripoff and, you know, people making jokes at Rudy's and MetaZoo's expense, we've kind of seen a few sales already and a few auctions going on eBay that, I mean, they're showing that there's demand for these promos that he had in this kit. And for those of you who are new to MetaZoo, new to the channel, and this is your first time hearing about the Rudy Alpha Investments Fan Art 2022 promo blisters, they were a set of blister packs very similar to the Fan Art 22 blisters, but the difference being that they came with exclusive promo cards only available to Alpha Investments Patreons. And there was a total of 4 promos: red crayon, blue crayon, green crayon, and of course the Rudy the Crayon Eater card, which seems to have the Rudy the Crayon Eater seems to have the advantage out of all of the cards. Of course, there's a premium, right? There's a premium for the Crayon Eater because it's an actual Rudy card. Not to say the others aren't, but it has Rudy on the card. And let's take a look at a few sales. There's not too much data, but this is actual hard evidence straight from eBay Terapeak, if you guys haven't heard of it. So let me go and swap you guys over. So we see here that there have been technically 2 sales, okay? So, and they have been for the complete set. So the first sale occurred November 28th. That included the entire set for $800. Keep in mind, this is actual sales that were completed, right? This includes, right? So these sales from Terapeak, it's a little bit different than like 130 Point, right? Terapeak actually shows you transactions and sales that were sold, paid for, and been completed. So these have already been paid for. This is hard evidence, not, you know, hey, this sold. Basically, this shows you the real raw data of actual purchases made. It's not a, hey, somebody offered him, you know, $500, $600, $700 for it. They accepted it and then they never paid. No, this is product that, or this is transactions that have actually been paid for by people, by consumers, right? So let's go back to the screen. So we see here November 28th, the first set of the Crayon Eater sold for $800, right? That averages out to about $200 per promo. But we're actually seeing a little bit more of a, again, we're seeing a bit more of a premium on the Rudy, the Crayon Eater, especially on the second one here. So the second one sold December 2nd. So that was what, Saturday? This sold Saturday, this past Saturday. 4 promos, the entire set for $500. Okay, now with that, right, basically each crayon is currently selling for about $100 a crayon. So red, blue, green, about $100. I can show you some of the sales that are currently going on. And basically Rudy seems to be at about $200 for the card right now, based on, you know, what they're selling for. When it, you know, crayons for that first sale were probably about 150, and then Rudy was at about 250. Now it's kind of gone down to $500 for the set, $100 each crayon, $200 for Rudy. That kind of makes sense. It kind of lines up with what we were expecting. But if I show you real quick, we actually have a couple of auctions going on for. Actually, I guess it's just currently, there's 2 active, but one that's actually been bid on. So we have another crayon here. Let me see here. Oh, actually, here we go. So we sold, let me see here. So a red crayon sold on December 1st for $189.49. Another one sold for $99. Keep in mind, Terapeak is new, so I'm going to mess around with the wording, but essentially, the red crayon sold for $189.49, and then another red crayon sold for what looks to be $99 on December 1st. Whether this is $189, like $49 actually sold, we'll have to check on Terapeak. But as of right now, we do have a green crayon selling on a current bid for $102.50. So, and it still has 4 days left. So there's $102.50 for this green crayon. So, you know, this is very, very interesting. See if we can go back to Terra Peak. Very, very interesting considering, you know, all of the negativity around around this product. And yeah, man, let's find out. Art promo. But let me see here. Yeah, see, I need to mess with this, but it's a little bit newer. But essentially, as of right now, crayons are averaging about 100, probably 150. Somebody got a pretty good deal for that $500 kit, like bundle, because the first one sold for $800. Now, again, red crayon seems to have sold for $189, and I'll have to see if I can even find that on here. In Terra Peak, showing that it was completed and it was paid for. And overall, oh, here it is. Yep, it's a valid sell. Here we go. So we've gotten three sold crayons. The most recent one sold for $190. Wow. The most recent crayon sold for $190 plus $3 shipping. Then we got $99 auction that sold December 1st. And then we got, of course, the $189.49. So at this point, man, those crayons are selling for quite a bit. They're selling for quite a bit on eBay. I'm actually shocked. This is a very... I'm actually super shocked that the crayons are selling for so much, considering that they're just crayons, right? I didn't expect them to sell for that much. I was expecting the crayons to maybe sell for $50. That was my assumption. That was my guess. But people are really purchasing those crayons, man. 190, 189. And again, it could just be that people want the full set. I mean, I still need the green crayon. I got all the set except the green crayon. I got 2 Rudies. Hopefully I can sell a Rudy and basically get myself a green crayon. But that's wild, man. I did not foresee that coming. I expected the Rudy card to at most be at $200, which is what I'm assuming the price is right now. And I expected the crayons to only be $50. You know, I didn't expect people clamoring for these. I say clamoring, but there's only been a few sales, but still, like, there's not many up for sale to begin with on eBay, let alone even on, like, a MetaZoo Discord buy sell trade group, even Facebook groups. I haven't seen too many pop up. So I don't know, man. Controversial or not, people are wanting them, and people can make fun of people. People like what they like, man. You know, enjoy the hobby. That's the whole point of it. Enjoy MetaZoo, enjoy the hobby, enjoy the cards. And if you're one of those people that got lucky and got the entire set from the get-go, dude, you're like less than 1% of the people who could potentially do that. For those who had multiple crayons, don't be so alarmed, because as you can see, there is plenty of demand thus far for those crayons, and they are hovering around, from what we've seen, over minimum it's $100, upwards of almost $200 for a crayon, depending on the color. At this point, there's the red crayon. So this was honestly, this was a great sale. I specifically went into it just because, the reason, and people can make fun of me. I've had people make fun of me in the comment section below, calling me like, oh, you must not like money. No, it wasn't that. It was just that I really thought the promos were cool. And I actually had just started building both my Seance and my native master set. I had been holding off since last year. I was, in the middle of purchasing a home. I was like, I'm not going to spend no money. I got to, get it going. And so I was finally able to start building my master sets again. And it just so happened the Rudy's kit included a native and a Seance box and the 4 blisters. So I figured that's fine. I'll just crack open the UFO and the Wilderness for fun. Whatever. I need Seance and I need native and I want the blisters. So it was a no-brainer for me. And besides it, the native booster box in that kit had a secret rare, which is up there somewhere. Y'all can't see it behind my big head. Like, the native booster box, I pulled a secret rare from. The Seance didn't have too many hits, but I had some reverse hollows and things like that I still needed. And then to top it all off, I managed to get 2 of the Rudy Crayon Eaters promos. On top of course, the other crayons, which again, I did not foresee. the crayons sell for this much. So for me, it was a no-brainer. And I mean, I'm sorry you guys, or for those of you, I'm sorry you guys felt like I don't like money. Like, who doesn't like money? But I enjoy the hobby, I enjoy the cards, I enjoy the promos. And this was a fun kit to get. It was a fun kit to open up. And dude, it was a great kit, man. I'm being pretty biased though, but I enjoyed it. And it's nice to see that people really want the promos, man. They're purchasing it. You know, if MetaZoo was dead, people wouldn't be wanting to spend a couple $100 on one promo. So again, MetaZoo's not dead; it's still here. And to top it all off, there's been more news coming for MetaZoo, positive news. So stay tuned for more. Appreciate you guys. Let me know what y'all think. Did y'all sell some crayons? Did y'all keep all of your crayons? Are you guys trading for crayons? I'm just trying to sell one of my Rudy Eater kits or Rudy Eater promo cards so that I can go ahead and purchase a green crayon and be good. Have the full set like Exodia. So, anyways, appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.